But the crazy part, the crazy part is in about 1 week, boom, the camera is rolling. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? So I've been waiting the past 2-3 hours for my neighbors. They've been trimming a tree with a chainsaw. Been waiting for them to finish because chainsaw, super loud, super obnoxious, doesn't work out great as a background sound for a video. Chainsaw noise plus video, malo, very bad. So I think they're done. But if you do hear a chainsaw in the background, just know I've been waiting the past few hours, waiting for that chainsaw to stop cutting. Anyways, you know how I always am barefoot? If any of you follow my channel, I always adventure barefoot. Well, I got a cut on my foot, so today I'm rocking some shoes, and I don't like having the mentality that shoes are useless, they have no purpose, because, bug. I feel like for certain scenarios, shoes it makes sense to use shoes. Like if I'm going skateboarding or on a trip to the city or on a massive hike, then it makes a lot more sense to just wear some shoes. It makes no sense to be like, I'm just gonna go without shoes because I think I always go barefoot. For certain times, shoes make sense. But for just quick little adventures, climbing trees and stuff, I feel I have more fun barefoot. I can climb over stuff easier, less weight on my feet. And as soon as this cut heals, I'm most definitely getting these shoes off of my feet. I don't like them too much. Alright, I have a story to tell you guys. Let's see, where did it start? Okay, this story started a little ways back. So I'm pretty sure I told you guys about I was maybe going to be going to South Africa for this youth talent thing, and it seemed like it was going to be happening. I was gonna meet up with a bunch of other, I believe, kids that were like young and had talents in other areas or something, and that seemed like it was gonna happen. But then I don't think it's gonna be happening this year because the guy who we were in contact with, he just totally stopped replying or anything. So that kind of fell through, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer because I was looking forward to going to South Africa. That would have been like an epic, awesome trip. Move on, a little bit later, was in contact with Roman Atwood. Very exciting. We're in contact with him. We actually set dates that he was gonna come down here and we're gonna make videos with him, surf, do a bunch of fun stuff, and then he just totally stopped contacting us or stopped messaging or whatever. And then that kind of just fell through. We're like, okay. I was like, okay, it's kind of a bummer. That would have been obviously really fun to make some videos with Roman Atwood, but it's not the end of the world. It goes on. And then, well, actually, a few months ago, we sent an email to VidCon. If you don't know what VidCon is, it's a massive convention, YouTube, vloggers, all kinds of YouTube stuff, and it's actually going on, I believe it starts tomorrow or in a few days or something. But VidCon, they didn't write back to us, and then just a few weeks ago they wrote back to us and said they would like to give me a free booth at VidCon to do airbrush tattoos. So if any of you saw my 50,000 subscriber special, I got 50 tattoos on me, and VidCon wanted us to do VidCon tattoos and other types of tattoos there, and they were going to give me 12 free passes. So that was a super crazy epic opportunity, but then it just was too expensive for all of us to go all the way to VidCon, and hotels and food and airplane tickets all the way from Costa Rica. It would have ended up being too much, so we ended up not being able to do that. And I was like, what is going on? It seems like all these great opportunities, they show up and then they vanish. They seem too good to be true, and then get all excited about them and boom, they vanish. They're just gone. And then I was doing a live stream for my patrons, which, hey patrons, how you guys doing? I was doing a live stream and the internet at my house kept going on and off and I couldn't get the connection to work, and I'm like, what is going on? The internet is so bad. But I heard about this workspace where there's supposed to be faster internet, So my dad, he's like, okay, let's just go over there and see if the internet's faster there. We go there, and there's one guy, he's working there on his computer. He's working on his computer and then doing pull-ups. It's pretty funny. He's doing some pull-ups and then also working on his computer. Go there, and I was able to do my live stream, which I streamed for like a super long amount of time. It worked out great, so that was awesome. But I was talking to this guy, his name's Robin, and he's a programmer, coder, developer, and he said that he's working on a blockchain, something similar to Bitcoin. And he said he's a big fan of Casey Neistat and vlogs. And I was like, that's such a coincidence because I'm a vlogger and I make all types of adventure vlogs and stuff. And then I showed him my videos, and then the next day went back up there, and he was like, oh, I would love to document and film what we're doing here. So what they're doing is working on a... Okay, guys, I still am having a hard time wrapping my head around this, so if I don't explain this the best, that is because I still don't understand this the best. But from my understanding, him and the team, they're working on, the company's called Nimiq, N-I-M-I-Q, but they're working on a blockchain similar to Bitcoin, but with new technology. So then I ended up doing daily vlogs of this whole thing, and they helped me out by getting me a new computer, which was very awesome of them. It's just like amazing. Thank you, the Nimiq team. Thank you guys very much for that computer. It was to help me out with my editing and speed up my workflow because my old computer is getting quite slow. So the new computer was a big help. But it's just such a big coincidence that all these other things like the South Africa, VidCon, Roman Atwood, all these other things, it kind of just like fell through. And if any of those would have worked out, I wouldn't have been doing the live stream at that exact time and gone and met this guy Robin, who was working and programming a blockchain similar to Bitcoin or these other cryptocurrencies, I believe. So it's just funny how this all worked out. But I've been, for the past few weeks, I've been doing daily vlogs of the team, and they've been working on this programming and developing and all this computer stuff. But what was really interesting and exciting for me is just learning about all this cryptocurrency stuff and blockchain technology, because it's just like super interesting to me. As much as I'm about like outdoors and wildlife, adventuring and stuff, I definitely have a big interest in technology and techie stuff. So all of this stuff was super exciting for me. So I was doing daily vlogs and documenting all of this stuff from just like a kind of an outsider view, like just like watching everyone do their thing, their work while they're working, and getting shots of them doing this. And I've been doing a vlog for that for the past few weeks, about pretty much every day, and that's why I haven't been putting out as many videos on this YouTube channel. But the crazy part is in about 1 week they'll be doing an ICO, or known as a token sale. But what ICO stands for is initial coin offering. And from my understanding, it's kind of like a crowdfunding type thing, similar to maybe Indiegogo or Kickstarter, just that for maybe more tech-related companies. So they're going to be doing this in about 1 week, and that's when we'll see if this, just what happens, because I have no idea what to expect. But the past few weeks, there's been some other companies doing ICOs, and they've, in like a matter of seconds, they've raised millions of dollars, which is crazy, crazy stuff. Like, that is it. Millions of dollars is a crazy amount of money. But the way, what I'm getting from this is they got me a new computer, which was really awesome of them. But I think I would have done this, like filmed this and got to learn about this, even if I wasn't getting a computer or any really thing in return. Because just the experience of getting to watch a company, like all the building and them growing and all this stuff, to me, that seems like an invaluable, just like experience. It's not necessarily something you get to like be a part of every day. Definitely not. But what they are going to be giving me in return for all the stuff that I'm doing are some of the tokens, some of the Nimiq tokens. And the way it works is I don't have access to these for 3 years. So once I turn 18, I'll have access to these tokens. And hopefully in 3 years, once I'm 18, they're still around, and hopefully it has grown to something massive by then. Who knows? But if not, no big deal. I'm not going to be bummed. Like, this is just crazy, crazy, awesome learning experience. And the way it's been working for me is it's kind of been like part of my homeschool curriculum, sort of. So my tech part learning of my homeschool has been doing this. Watching all these programmers, learning about all this cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And from the looks of it, it seems like in a few years, you're going to see tons of people using cryptocurrencies just for normal stuff. Maybe Bitcoin, maybe some other cryptocurrency. And I'm sure you have tons of questions. I still have tons of questions about this stuff. I am having such a crazy hard time wrapping my head around this stuff. Seems really complex to me. Like, it is. I just have so many questions, but just learning as I go. So that's what makes it really fun, is as they go along, I get to learn. And in 1 week, around 1 week, they're going to do their ICO, the initial coin offering. So that's when we'll see like what happens. But if you want to follow along and see all the stuff that's going on, nimic.com, I'll leave the link to it in the description, also to the YouTube channel where I've been making vlogs about all the stuff that's going on, like behind the scenes stuff. There's all kinds of exciting stuff. Whew! Wow, I'm out of breath. That's it's been very exciting, guys. And it's also been just like a super awesome learning experience. So I just wanted to update you guys about what's going on and, you know, what I've been up to the past few weeks, and maybe why I haven't been putting out as many videos as I normally do. But I'm actually, for the next few days or so, I'm not going to be making as many videos about Nimic. So I will be back here making some more videos. And also, lately, I've been really busy catching up on my homeschool, having tons of little tests, tons of this and that. So for the next few weeks, I'm going to be catching up on all of this. Hopefully I can catch up on my school, and hopefully within a month, I can do another 30-day challenge where I go 30 days and try to do my best to put up a video every day. That's, of course, if you guys would like to see me do that. Whew, out of breath here. Anyways, today's positive quote that I feel relates to this story very well is, "When one door closes, another one opens." So the way that I relate this quote to this story is, if Roman Atwood would have come down, or let's say I went to VidCon, I wouldn't have been here and met Robin and been a part of this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, or blockchain stuff, because I would have been at VidCon. So the VidCon door closed, this Nimic door open, I was able to be a part of this. So whenever in life you feel like something, like a great opportunity is there, and then it just like shuts down, or just vanishes, or it just falls through, doesn't work out, see what other thing you may have a chance to do because you weren't able to do that, or because this thing ended up not going through. So that's today's positive quote. Hope you guys enjoyed this story. And yeah, exciting times. Every little while I will do a video updating you guys about what's going on. But of course, if you want to see the channel, I'll leave it in the description. Remember to keep always doing awesome stuff, and I will see you guys tomorrow, early in the morning. Bang! If you want to see other recent videos, click here. And if you like my work and what I'm doing, please consider visiting my Patreon page. You can support me for as little as $1 and gain access to live streams, exclusive videos, and more. Click below or link in the description.